Is all religion one? It raises questions like warring fractions over religious beliefs are the cause of many problems. Is it sectarianism that we are facing? Is it the overzealousness where one religion claims to be superior to another, which is truly the problem in the world? And should we come to an enlightened view of appreciating all the different traditions and understand its value, and ultimately seeing that we are all seeking the same goal? Well, that's easy to say, but when I sit on a radio program next to a Satanist who is glorifying the worship of Satan, then as a monk who is dedicated his life to the worship of God, I'm not feeling very comfortable in that environment. And at that stage, indeed, it's difficult for me to see the oneness that supposedly is connecting us. And I'll tell you why. It's not that we just artificially declare oneness, but there are certain common factors found in many major religions. Things like kindness to the needy and so on. Good works and these things are often glorified in many traditions. But if we analyze it according to the Vedic texts, namely the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is saying that the essence of all religion is meant to be love of God, and that religions must lead to developing love of God, and love of God includes love for God's creation and love for all living beings. So those religions that are aiming at that goal, they are in the upper bracket of religion. That can be cross-cultural. They're in the upper bracket of religion. And they are the enlightened path that will bring benefit and good to the world, that will unite all people and will bring benefit to all people, in the sense that it brings love, love of God, love for all living beings, and love for the planet, the Lord's creation, the environment. So then we have a holistic approach. So there may be other types of religious ideas that may be destructive. So the kind of New Age concept where we all hold hands and live happy together is a little naive. Right? There are sometimes conflicting views in the world, and a label of religion and oneness of religion cannot whitewash conflicting views. Therefore, one must test actually the substance or the contents of religion by this one yardstick. Does your religion help to increase love of God, love of all living creatures, and love for God's creation? Then, yes, then you are part of the one spiritual discipline which can enlighten the whole world. I was in a nice program, an interfaith program with representatives of different traditions, and one leader of the Muslim community was speaking, and he was speaking about a Muslim peer, a great saint, and that one morning this saint came out of the house carrying 2 buckets, one bucket with fire and one bucket with water. So people said, oh, you're coming out of the house with a bucket of fire and a bucket of water. What are you going to do with that? And the saint said, with this fire, I'm going to burn heaven. Oh, you're going to burn heaven? Yes. and with this water I'm going to extinguish the fire of hell. Oh, you have become so dangerous. You want to burn heaven, you want to extinguish the fire in hell. What is going on? Yes, because most people are simply practicing their religion for either attaining heavenly pleasures or for avoiding hell. But nobody is practicing their religion for the sake of loving God. And that's exactly to the point. That all religions have within it that aim of developing love of God. And love of God means to love not only God, but His creation, including all living beings.